It is December 21st, 2003, Alltel Stadium in Jacksonville, Florida. And we have a battle here between the 4-10 Jacksonville Jaguars and the 7-7 New Orleans Saints. The Saints are getting the ball back with 11 seconds on the clock, down a touchdown. Quarterback Aaron Brooks misses a quick pass on first down, bringing up 2nd and 10 with time for one final play. What the Saints are lining up here is a lateral, a play that almost never works and is designed for desperation drives just like this one. But before we see what happens on the Saints' last gasp play, let's take a minute to see how we got here. The Jaguars start on offense, and a combination of Fred Taylor rushes and a few passes by quarterback Byron Leftwich get them down to the New Orleans 30. But any hopes of scoring first go out the window as Saints corner Ashley Ambrose picks off a Leftwich pass. The Saints offense gets to work, and Aaron Brooks gets him in the Jacksonville territory, helped by a 15-yard penalty on the Jags D. A Deuce McAllister 18-yard catch gets him to the red zone, but that's as close as they get, and kicker John Carney comes on to kick a 33-yard field goal, and he gives the Saints a 3-0 lead. The Jags then take 12 plays to march downfield and knock home a field goal of their own to tie the game at 3. They almost get the ball right back as Saints return man Michael Lewis fumbles the kickoff, but he is able to dive on it to avoid disaster. Brooks gets to work, and the Saints drive down to a 4th and 2 at the Jacksonville 29. With the opportunity to go up 3, Saints head coach Jim Haslett leaves his offense on the field and wishes he didn't as Deuce McAllister puts the ball on the deck. The Saints do recover, but far short of the line to gain for a disastrous turnover on downs. The first 3 plays of the next drive get the Jags 40 yards, with all 40 coming from Fred Taylor. Leftwich then goes to his other running back, LeBrandon Tofield, and he gets him the rest of the way to put Jacksonville on top 10-3. New Orleans goes flat on their next drive and are forced to punt after 6 plays, but they get a second chance as Fred Thomas perfectly reads Leftwich, and his interception return of 20 yards sent the Saints up at the Jacksonville 9. 2 McAllister runs get him 7 of those yards, and on 3rd and goal, Brooks hits Boo Williams in the back of the end zone, and the automatic Carney drills home the extra point to tie the game back up at 10. But New Orleans defense still has no answers for Taylor, and the Jags back picks up 20 yards on the first couple plays of the next drive. And following a 27-yard dart to Kevin Johnson, getting them into the red zone, Taylor ends the drive himself, plunging in from the 1. The Saints get the ball back with 9 seconds, can't do anything with it, and the game hits halftime with Jacksonville on top, 17-10. The third quarter has a couple long drives that really don't go anywhere, and a field goal apiece keeps the gap at 7 entering the fourth quarter. The Saints get the ball at their own 14, and McAllister and Brooks work them in the Jacksonville territory, before McAllister coughs up the football for the second time this afternoon. But unlike last time, he's unable to recover as Jacksonville corner Rashawn Mathis dives on the ball, giving Jacksonville a great chance to drain clock and go up 2 scores. Who else but Fred Taylor gets Jacksonville down to the 6, but the Saints defense comes up huge on first down, then on second down, then third down. Jacksonville is happy to kick a field goal to take a 10-point lead, but the Saints simply refuse to die as the Jags' 21-yard chip shot is blocked. Both teams then trade punts, with Jacksonville having a particularly disastrous drive, featuring a 4-yard run, an incomplete pass, 13 yards of penalties, and a sack. The Saints then get to the doorstep of tying the game on their next drive, sitting at 1st and 10 from the 10. But after 3 plays generate only 1 yard, the Saints have a 4th and 9 for all the marbles. And Brooks' pass goes incomplete. With only 2 and a bit minutes on the clock, the Jags drain almost all of it and punt the ball back to the Saints with time for maybe a play or two. Aaron Brooks fires incomplete on first down, which brings us back to here. New Orleans attempted lateral. Brooks steps back and fires a pass off to the right sideline to wide receiver Dante Stallworth. He's able to break a couple tackles, then finds trouble and tosses it off to Michael Lewis. He gets another 7 and hands it off to Deuce McAllister near the left sideline. McAllister then gets jammed after a gain of only 5, but with everybody packed on the sideline, he turns and throws a perfect pass to Jerome Pathon, who turns on the Jets, eludes Jags corner Kawaki Thomas, and dives into the end zone to somehow, unbelievably, make this a 1-point game. And the Saints bring out the automatic John Carney to tie the game. The Saints, who were down 7 with 11 seconds left, now have a great chance to win this game in overtime. Simply put, it is the miracle of all miracles. A moment that we remembered forever. One of the great... Oh. He missed it. He missed the extra point. The kicker that had hit every extra point this season missed. Jags win. 20-9. Ended up falling apart for the team with the abbreviation N-O.
Hey everybody, this is Slideshow Sports. Thank you so much for sticking around to the end of the video. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. I've been so thankful for the amount of attention that my videos have been getting, especially that Cardinal Seahawks one. I just could not be happier. Thank you everybody for 500 subscribers, and I can't wait to continue this journey on the way to 1,000. Thank you so much, and hope you enjoyed. And as always, I will see you next time.